I'm Tom Herpich.
Andy Ristaino.
Rebecca Sugar.
Pendleton Ward.
And this is Adventure Time, episode, 25, season 4, 50, Ignition Point. This is another Zombie Burt joint. I remember this one came out of our writers game, our little get-together, where we all brainstorm, and nothing usually comes of it, but this came out of it. This was, I think I sort of pitched this initial germ, something that I wanted to do, because it's sort of like political intrigue in the Fire Kingdom.
Some Dutch angles there.
You guys are full of magic air.
What she say? It's like about the like smelly air or something. It's pretty funny.
It's like your magic air makes me sad.
It's even funnier than I remember.
I think Michelle came up with this outfit, yeah?
Yeah.
Just go back to the Fire Kingdom and get him. Problem solved.
Cool.
Then I'll have to see my dad. I'm still mad at him for imprisoning me in that lantern. So?
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. We've been doing this for days. Days. Usually, there's more people to carry some of the weight.
This is the wind down. It happens every DVD commentary.
Wind it down.
Do we have any bird or zombie stories?
No.
I don't. All right.
Zombie likes noise. I bought him a noise-making machine one time that had little dials on it. You could plug it into an amp and just sort of twist and turn these dials, and it would go...
I told on him at work. I got him in trouble. I told on him like a schoolboy, because he had the program on your computer where you type in a bunch of words and then it says them out loud in a computer voice.
Yeah.
And he had it like cranked all the way as loud as he could, and he would just was doing it all day long.
Yeah, he would talk to Jesse.
He would talk to everybody, and we didn't have any ceilings on our cubicles.
Yeah.
And I went to Adam and I was like, I didn't mean to be telling on him, but subconsciously I guess I did, because I was like, man, it's really driving me crazy. Like, I can't even think. This just this computer voice all day long saying nonsense.
Yeah.
And then Adam went and told Zombie to stop, and Zombie was so mad. And he was going around being like, someone told on me.
He probably wasn't really mad.
I think he was a little hurt that someone would tell on him. And at the time, I think I pretended to not know who it was. But I think I eventually fessed up and told him it was me, and that it was an accident.
Classic.
But I had no regrets, because it was driving me crazy and I couldn't stand it.
Classic Tom and Zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie would play theremin outside of school, just like as people entered into the building, all day long when we were going to school together, which was super fun. It was fun to just sit there and hang out with him and watch him be a magician and be a magical weird guy.
He brought that into work. It's still it's in the conference room, his theremin.
Yeah, oftentimes Zombie will just follow you around with a guitar and sing about you and what you're doing.
Snack time. Snacks! It's snacks! Snacks!
I heard through the grapevine that he's been putting in breaths. Thinking a lot about characters taking breaths while they talk. I don't know if that's true.
Who did you hear that from?
From Ian, who I think heard it from him.
Zombie's the least reliable source on Zombie.
Oh, but now I'm obsessed. I just keep thinking about breaths, and I've been drawing them into Steven episodes. I'm gonna put a breath. Anyway, Zombie's a trendsetter. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Breaths. I always wanted just like a sound library of characters' breaths, so that I could beat out. I could sort of create a moment of time between jokes, really, when I was editing the final episodes. I wanted to be able to sort of create pauses in between things to affect the pace of the joke, because breaths were super important to me every time. Like, you need sort of a moment where you go, you know, and something funny. To me, in my mind, I don't know, it was really important to me. I got a library of breaths at one point, and I would do that in episodes. Break it up with breaths.
Love it. Library of breath.
Break it up. With breaths.
Bum bum.
Ba-ba-da-bum.
Yeah, because they get I think by default they get taken out, they get cropped out, even if they're there. And natural.
It was important to me to slow stuff down, I think.
I've been amazed, you know, because I think about, I try to keep the breaths and footsteps
Yeah.
for everything and naturalism. And then I was watching some cartoons. I was like, no one makes footsteps when they're walking around. I'm like, oh, is that unusual? Because I feel like everyone should have footsteps. That's how you know that they're walking.
The sound of steps?
Yeah, the sound of steps. But some cartoons is like so. I feel like once you decide you're not going to do a certain kind of sound effects, all of a sudden, like,
Yeah, it becomes like a world rule.
yeah, and then it's like, well, what do you use?
Partner, what are you
And then it becomes
talking about? Give it up, man.
I don't know, a very complicated thing, as opposed to just hearing everything you would hear, which is what I believe in,
Snake on your
I suppose. But I guess that's distracting for comedy. Hear everything that's happening all the time.
Case by case.
Yeah.
Now to chop you 2 big blueberries into small bite-sized
Footstep,
blueberries.
stylized footstep.
Some of it used to get these lunches. It would be stuff I would never order, like these huge piles of like meat and just like the most like decadent, just gravy all over everything.
Wait, this part right here, this acting joke where they're like covered in sandwiches and tied up. We were trying to do something really, really gross, so the guy could come and be like, actors, and they would be really gross. It was a weird gag, and I was like, this is the only, we have to make this work, and we covered him with sandwiches, and it wasn't gross enough. We had to, you know, work within the
Compromise.
the boundaries of what we were making. I always wanted to be way grosser. Anyway,
So what else could you do?
not a lot.
These costumes are pretty cool.
That's brilliant.
Oh, I think Penn, did you design these costumes?
I don't think so.
I feel like they're based on like a really loose sketch you did.
They
think
look
Adam-
like something you would
There's
have
a
drawn.
lot of
to
Adam.
Looks like
to
something
my
Adam
eyes.
did. Those long nose mask.
Let's talk about how we're
Maybe.
gonna kill the king.
Maybe it was Adam.
I don't know.
Like comedy dell'arte.
Everything's in flux. We're all one thing.
One uni mind.
Maria Bamford has that weird piece of coal
One of them? Maybe. Let's keep going. So, what are you packing?
making grunts.
Man, enough of it to put out the king's fire.
So you were talking about Zombie Sandwich then?
Yeah, well, I actually feel like I should just leave the story right like I ended it.
All
It's
right,
kind of
then.
nice that way.
The mystery.
That will kill the flame
Feel
king.
appropriate.
Kill the Flame King? This is tricks in disguise as
So
a play.
when you
Guard, see?
were thinking of
No!
Fire Kingdom political intrigue,
Please! We were trying.
how different is this than your initial?
Oh, you know, I probably didn't think that far, except all I had thought of was like, I want to do something like this popular TV show that everyone's watching about,
Oh.
you know, castles and intrigue. Yeah, that's all I wanted. This came out more Shakespearean, I guess. That wasn't part of my conception. That's probably like an Adam thing, huh?
Shoelace.
No?
Them.
I don't know.
Well, it's supposed to be like Macbeth, right?
Naked
Yeah.
babies, naked babies, naked babies.
I don't know.
This whole ending was,
lost on me.
yeah.
Naked babies, naked babies.
I don't know nothing
Macbeth.
about no Shakespeare.
It's all Shakespeare to you.
The execution
What?
of the real king.
Is that a saying?
It is now.
Every old dad joke ends with what? What?
What?
Andy, these were a series of your favorite designs,
Oh
right?
yeah. Well, that was the season 3 finale, Incendium. But these are those designs being reused. So yeah, yeah. Flame Kingdom was
I had you two extinguished.
one of the first kingdoms I really got to go nuts with.
Yeah.
and just kind of they let me just do my thing, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, still looks cool to me.
Them to the punishment.
So vain.
I know, exactly. Sorry, the only thing I have to talk about.
You probably think this out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Boo! Boo!
Everyone is evil here.
Big Adam jumps up into the air. All these jumps.
Is Flame Princess
Adam thing.
evil? Or maybe chaotic neutral?
She's evil.
Okay, so your daughter's evil. We've established that.
Yeah, Adam always did really funny stuff
Good
with
guy
Flame King.
really liked her. Could he change her to good?
I can hear you tell me, Rebecca.
Penalties to her experience. if she
Goodness.
acted out of
Busted.
Guess I'm hungry.
someone could
I wasn't going to say anything, but I have nothing else to talk about.
change her. Good.
This is where she lives.
No longer on fire.
I got confused because I thought this was a whole different episode for a second.
Evil, evil, evil,
Where
evil, evil, evil.
her family does her family? Oh, they were coming to visit in that episode. Different episode.
Yawn.
Over. Done.